Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Danny here at TDFX, full name trader Danny FX. In this video I just want to show you some very nice SMC ICT price action that took place today on NFP day. Obviously it's not really ideal to trade on NFP day anyway. I just want to show you what happened, and as well on GU. I'm not even necessarily trading GU right now, I'm focusing on EU, but at the time a much better setup happened on GU today than EU. This was way early in the morning UK time, a lot earlier than the time NFP started and before price started to become very lethargic, as things do around big news events. But anyway, I just wanted to show you. So this is the day that came today, but just leading up to that in terms of where I was at, because obviously looking at all this, price is still overall bearish, but you can see there's been a lot of bullish movement here. So if you were only looking for sells based on this over here, I mean, obviously you do you, but that's like almost a whole month of not doing anything if you're just trying to look for sells. Well, I mean, there might be opportunities for sells here, but you can tell it's been very bullish. But so basically wow, I'm speaking a lot. When price came down here, right, you had this area where it consolidated a bit and then reversed. It looks like there's no low getting broken here, but I mean, if you look at the bodies, right, if you look at the line chart, it kind of shows the body closing below this low, closing below, and then price broke up very strongly with this bullish daily candle. And then if you want to consider this, the daily OB level rejected that strongly and pushed up very strongly as well. You had this OB here, price just about kissed it before doing more push up strong. What am I trying to say? Before pushing up strongly. And then from this point, basically I would consider GU bullish until probably well, there's certain fair value gaps around here that we're going to mark up, and when price goes below that, then I'd probably and maybe this low as well getting broken, start to consider price bearish. But if you can see here, this was a gap, this is not a candle. Well, it is a candle, but I mean, it's like consider it a wick. If you look at the line chart, so it almost looks like a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, bit of a higher high in terms of in bodies as well. So another higher high there. So I mean, you can still kind of consider it bullish. Even if price comes down, tags this area again, I'd still consider that opportunities for maybe going up. So I would have considered this area here, but that didn't work out. But anyway, I'm just talking about why I was leading up to bullishness going forward. Let me mark up this fair value gap here. There's a lot of movement that happened here. So blah blah blah, enough yapping. I'm not going to look too low much past maybe the 1 hour, but that's there on the daily anyway, so you can put all the observations of what's happening there if you want to go back to the bigger time frame. But while I'm looking at the smaller time frame here, I'm going to get rid of this fair value gap for now. So sorry, let me just confirm with you, like say it's only even price coming down here, still considering this bullish. So 1 hour, right, blah blah blah, price made that high above this high and the big gap here, price is coming back. So we put optimal trade entry, no, this is STD fib, standard deviations, that is optimal trade entry fib, the 62 comes down to that. So that's OTE, but obviously you want to mark up some stuff that also happened. So on this 1 hour here, right, had this 1 hour fair value gap here. You also had this sell side liquidity here, mark that out. So obviously plenty of buy opportunities here, and I'm not sure if they would have been in regards of what I'm looking for, but depending on the different styles people trade, there could have been some opportunities here. I'm not going to go into that, I just want to show you what happened today. Well, based on this, so 1 hour here, fair value gap, 1 hour, sell side liquidity, price comes, makes a strong drop below, I don't know, bearish drop, I guess. So what I'm trying to say here, bearish run anyway, I don't know. Cleans out liquidity right here, tags into this fair value gap nicely, tags in, rejects it, pushes up strongly, leaves behind this 1 hour OB here. 1 hour OB, right? No, let me mark it out for you. 1 hour OB. What else is here? What else is here with this OB? Nice 1 hour fair value gap here. And now, so say if you had that marked up going into the next day, 15-minute where I look at stuff. So Asian session prices running around here. Right. No. So what have you got? You've got another sell side liquidity here. Sell side liquidity there. Boom. Price towards the end of Asian session. I know this is 6 AM UK time. This is kind of early anyway, so you might not be taking any trades. I kind of wanted to just show you what happened. 7 AM me personally, I do take trades from 7 AM because I've seen setups, but obviously right this time you might not want to, but it depends. Anyway, fair value gap 1 hour gets traded into this 15-minute sell side liquidity zone, gets taken below, cleans out people there, tags the bottom of this fair value gap nicely, and then what? Price makes a strong push up. Consider this 15-minute OB here. 15-minute OB. For me, usually consider any candle when it's just straight red, that can be OB. I know the last candle before the push up can also be considered an OB, but I've seen ICT also mention if it's only red candles, sometimes you consider that. On a higher time frame, that might be an OB as well. So anyway, 15-minute looking at that, comes back down. Oh, sorry. We'll do it from here on the 1 minute. So I'll be looking for price to get tagged back into on the 1 minute. And then this is very quick, very sharp. Obviously this could be risky, but what are you risking here? Not even 2 pips, man. Barely even 2 pips on that trade. Can you imagine? Could you imagine, man? Price tagging into not only price, obviously price moves above this, price gaps down here, right, on the daily. Price closes that gap, price goes up, comes back into this gap, tags into this gap, pushes up, creates a fair value gap here, got some sell side liquidity here, price goes up, comes down, takes out this liquidity, goes straight into the fair value gap, even back into this 1 hour OB that hadn't been touched yet. Right, price strongly rejected that, pushes up, makes it, leaves a 1 hour OB here, pushes up with another 1 hour or another fair value gap, with another 1 hour OB here, with a 15-minute, oh well, you can see whatever time frame you're looking at, another sell side liquidity here. Boom. Relatively equal lows as well, you know that one, relatively equal lows made right here. Boom, goes below that, takes that out, pushes back up while leaving an OB behind. Yeah, there's not necessarily a fair value gap on the 15-minute here, but me personally, obviously it's always better to, but not every single setup will have a fair value gap there. But obviously if you're looking at this, you've got your buy side, what am I trying to say here? Buy side imbalance, whatever you call it, yeah. Buy side imbalance, blah blah blah. You even got a tiny one here, gets tagged into. You've got this here, comes into it. Anyway, I'm only looking on the 1 minute personally. 1, 2, 3, but mainly 1 minute. And you got this one again, boom, lower low, lower high, lower low, break above this area. 1 minute OB here, I've got that marked out there. Even if your stop was just 2 pips, yeah, 2 pips, even though that's quite a bit below here, tags into that, price tags in there, comes down, goes up, fair value gap here, tags into that. I don't even know where you want to put your TP. Even if this TP was to go just to the top of this high here, that's ridiculous. 7.65. I can't remember the last time I ever got that big of a ratio. I did not take any trade here, by the way. Didn't take any trade, wasn't trading GU. I'm just observing what happened basically. But oh, what a nice push up, man. What a nice push up. Could you imagine taking that? That would be one of those unicorn days, mate. From 7 AM, right? In half an hour. Could you imagine making 7% in half an hour? Over 7% in half an hour. That's great. That is great. Jeez. But I didn't take any trade. I was just observing. If I was taking a trade, I would be jumping for joy. Obviously, we're not supposed to jump for joy when we take trades. We just get our money and move out. But I can't lie, I'd be really happy. I really would. Yep. Pushing back to that high. If you decide to be a greedy muppet anyway. Bro, what the God damn. Could you imagine staying in that trade? Nobody ever stays in a trade this long, but oh my God, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Look at that, to the top of that high. After this, I wouldn't really know where to take profit unless you want to use the mid mark of this sell side imbalance, SIBI, I don't know. Look at that, 21%. God damn! Could you imagine making that? Good lord. Anyway, but yeah, I didn't make any trades. Lol. I was just observing and seeing what happened. But I thought that was very beautiful price action, considering the fair value gaps that were here, the fair value gaps that was down here, the liquidity that was taken out, the break above closed, the OBs left behind, the price action for a ridiculously beautiful risk to reward ratio. Could you imagine that, man? Could you imagine risking 2 pips and getting 21 pips, or even 15? Sorry, not 21 pips, 21. Risking 2 pips to get 40 for a 20% trade, or a 15% trade, or a 7% trade. Ridiculous, 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 ridiculous. Money, money, money. But yeah, like I said, I did not take any trades. I was just observing. Yeah, you guys do you though. But yeah, I was just looking at that. That was very, very nice. I didn't trade it though. But nice things to look at. That's the kind of things you want to be looking at. All the stuff I was discussing in there, these things come into play. I'm not even always looking for every single thing to align. Usually I'm just looking for bias and a 15-minute opportunity, which is a little bit more risky, but I get a bit more opportunities, and I'm never risking very much at all. Got really good risk management. So yeah, that's what it is. Just wanted to point that out and show you guys that setup right there. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you found it valuable, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.